Hi everyone, it's me, Spring, the fiber enthusiast, and welcome to the channel. Today, we're going to be doing another washcloth, and this is up to you on the size. I just am going to show you the stitch and show you what I did to create a washcloth. So it's kind of a combination of a stitch tutorial, but you create something with it. A coaster, a dishcloth, a washcloth, a hand towel, completely up to you. So for this, it is the tweed mock rib stitch. And it's done in multiples of 2 just for the stitch itself. Now, I added 5 stitches on each side, and then I also did 5 rows of garter stitch on each end, with the stitch in the center being the tweed mock rib. It's also the tweeded mock ribbing stitch and also the tweed ribs. There's multiple names for stitches as the years go by. But at any rate, you will need some cotton yarn if you intend to make this a washcloth or anything that is going to, have heat on it. So if you wanted to put this on the table as a hot pad, most definitely use cotton. All right, you'll also need a darning needle to sew in your ends. For today's tutorial, I am using a clover circular needle, and it's a US 8. I also put in 2 stitch markers, one after the first 5 stitches. Then I cast on another 20 stitches, placed another stitch marker, and cast on the last 5 stitches. All right, so after you have your cast on, and how you cast on is up to you. I do have several ways that I show that you can cast on. There's many ways, but you cast on 5 stitches, stitch marker, how many ever repeats of your multiple of 2 you would like for the width of it, and then 5 stitches again. So I have a total of 30 stitches. For 5 rows, you're just simply going to knit every single stitch. And this is a 2-row repeat when we get to the pattern part. So you're just going to knit every stitch all the way across for 5 rows, slipping your stitch marker as you come to them. All right, for the sake of this tutorial, we're going to pretend that I have 5 rows of garter stitch done. The first 5 and the last 5 of every row are going to always be knitted. So the first 5 stitches and the last 5 stitches are knit each and every stitch. In between the stitch markers is where your pattern will be. All right, so your pattern repeat for this stitch and this row is to keep the yarn to the back, slip 1 purlwise, knit 1, yarn over, and then pick up that slipped stitch and pass over the knitted stitch and the yarn over. Let's do that one more time. Keep the yarn to the back. Slip your next stitch purlwise. Knit the next stitch. Yarn over. And bring that slipped stitch up and over the yarn over and the knit one. Now you're going to repeat this all the way to your stitch marker for as many repeats as you chose. Then you're going to knit the last 5 stitches. That is your row 1 of your 2-row repeat. I will return at the end of the row and we will do our 2nd row repeat. For row 2 of your 2-row repeat, You're going to knit your first 5. This is the wrong side of your work. Slip your stitch marker and then purl every pattern stitch between your stitch markers. So every wrong side row, you're just purling every single stitch. When you come to your next stitch marker, you're going to knit the last 5 stitches. All right, so you're going to repeat those rows over and over again. I did a total of, I think it was 11 rows here, 11 repeats of those 2 rows, and that section is 4 inches. My overall is 6 inches by 6.5 inches, and again, this is up to you. I was doing it so you could get a good visual of what it looks like on front and back. So that's the wrong side and that's the right side. Once you have completed the pattern section for the height that you want your pattern section to be, you will finish off with another 5 rows of knit every stitch and cast off, depending on you as to how you cast off. That is completely up to you. I will just give you an example of how I cast off for this project. I did a simple cast off or bind off. I just knit the first 2 stitches loosely, and then I bring the first one over the top of the second one. Then I knit the next stitch, bring the first one over the second one. Again, knit the next stitch, bring the first one over the second one. And I do it loosely so that way it's not real tight on one end and real loose on the other end. Now this hasn't been blocked out or anything. I just finished it and wanted to show you this tweed mock rib stitch and how to turn it into a washcloth. All right. I hope that you enjoy this tutorial, and if you make this, I would love to see it. You are welcome to share it in the Facebook group or send it to me in a private email. No matter where you share it, tag me at Spring the Fiber Enthusiast, and that way I can get to see your work. All right, everyone, be blessed, be a blessing, and until next time, bye for now.